Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today to talk about my Birchbox for the month of February. But like I always do, first I will go over my products from last month, tell you what I thought about them, whether I think they're worth purchasing or not. Okay, let's see. First, okay, I completely lost it for a minute. We had my box last month. I actually chose the curated box. It was a Korean beauty box because I'm actually really interested in Korean beauty. I just bought a giant lot of stuff from somebody on Instagram that features a lot of it that I might actually, you know, review for this channel because that would be smart, wouldn't it? Anyways, the first thing was the Metafit Cucumber Soothing and Moisturizing Paper Mask. This was really nice, and I was very, very happy that it did not, you know, reek of nasty, fake-smelling cucumber like a lot of cucumber-scented things do. Now, I can't speak to, you know, soothing and moisturizing too much yet. It felt really nice on my face, but, you know, when you only get one of these, you can't really attest to how it works in the long run. Now this, you get a pack of 5 of these for $10 from Birchbox, which is a little expensive. Actually, it's not even that expensive as far as paper masks in the United States are concerned. Basically, $2 for each really isn't that bad, considering you can pay like $8 for one from Boscia that does basically the same thing. So I would totally recommend trying these if you're looking for something to spend like $10 on Birchbox's website. Are these? It's this little Good Ol' First Essence Waterist. Now, I said last time that I thought that this was like a moisturizer or something. Apparently, it's more like a moisturizing serum, maybe? I don't know. I'm really confused by this First Essence type of thing. I used it as a moisturizer, and I really liked it for that because I have super oily skin, and I like a light moisturizer that still feels like it's doing something because I do like my face having moisture. So I did really enjoy it. I kind of hated the packaging because, I mean, it just comes with a little hole, so you just kind of have to dump it in your hand and you can't quite control how much you're getting. Didn't love that, but everything else I loved about it. I would possibly consider purchasing that from Birchbox's website. Honestly, there wasn't really, I take that back, there was one kind of dud in the box. Let me go over that since I brought it up. But other than this one thing, I loved everything else in the box. Now, this is the Moly Tony Tint Delight in number 2 red. Just a little sample size. Now, the color, I will say, is beautiful, and it does smell really good. It smells like candy, like literally like a Smarties candy or something. Let's see, you see that color is beautiful, and it does stain. It stains like crazy. I almost hate the fact that I swatched it because this is going to stain the crap out of my hand, but I will deal. The problem is I cannot get an even application no matter what I do with this. So, you know, like I tried multiple times, and every time I would get a decent application on my bottom lip, but my top lip, which as you can see I really only have some of a top lip, would get really patchy, I guess because the fact that I don't have much of one, and if my lip touched anything it would move. So I can't recommend this, and that sucks because I do like most of what Tony Moly does, but this I didn't like. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with. Like I said though, I love the smell of this, and it does give like a really pretty red stain. Now the other makeup product I had in here was the Ipkin New York 3D Effect Flash Cream Radiant Primer. It does have SPF 15. Now something like a radiant primer, an illuminating primer, tends to freak me out because, as I mentioned, I have really oily skin. But mixing this with a super matte foundation like Maybelline Fit Me or even the L'Oreal's semi-matte, whatever it's called. I haven't tried it with that one yet, but I assume I would get similar results. But this is beautiful with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless that I am trying to finish right now. So for me, it works. I'm assuming this would not work for me in the summer. It probably make me go oily like crazy because it's natural glow, healthy complexion type thing going on. But for me and my oily skin, I made it work in the winter with a matte foundation. But I could almost use this as a straight up highlighter. I mean, it is glow city, honestly. But when I mix it with a matte foundation, it works really well. So I did really enjoy that. I'll probably be finishing that up soon, actually. Next, I have two little packets that were technically bonuses. This is the Yerba Mate cleansing foam. It was definitely super foamy and felt really nice on my skin. And this is the Yerba Mate bubble peeling. It was a bubble mask, and I've learned I cannot stand these. Like, I had this one and I had another one just in my stash of like masks to use up, so I went ahead and used this up too. This thing literally foams up and bubbles on your skin before, you know, drying down a little bit, and that's when you can rinse it off. The bubble sensation made my skin tingle and almost itch so much. Like, it wasn't a reaction or anything. I just couldn't stand the feeling on my face. And it gave me Santa Claus beard on top of that. Not cute. Like, I had a big bubble beard thing going on. I think I took a picture of it for my Instagram. If I could find the picture, I will insert it. But it was trippy. So this is not for me, but it does do what it kind of, you know, says and claims that it does. A light, mild bubble peeling that exfoliates dead skin cells and refines pore creating. So I can't call it a bad product or something that does not work. It's just the feeling is too weird for me to handle. And finally, this was like a 7-product thing. We have the Rep. It's, you know, a little, I'm holding it upside down. You know, its initials, and it stands for Real Elemental Practice, the BioFresh Mask with Real Calming Herb. This was really nice. I mean, I've only used it once, so I can't, you know, say for like long-term benefits. Soothes, calms, and hydrates skin. I will say it did, you know, hydrate and make my skin look really nice and plump. This is another one of those things that is not really geared towards my type of skin. That is one thing about Korean beauty. A lot of it is geared towards, you know, really dry skin to hydrate the crap out of it. My skin doesn't need a ton of hydration, but I do love me a good, you know, face mask. I'll try anything once. So, yeah. So that was my old box. And with the new box, but first let me show you what my rinky-dink post office did. I deal with 2 post offices because I live in an unincorporated area that calls itself a town. But like, I have my local post office where I actually go to day to day. I get my P.O. box mail from there, but the mail to my house is dealt with by a post office 30 minutes away. And that is the post office that sent me this. Look at that. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, the pink box that it comes encased in was all mashed up and broken. They're lucky that none of my stuff was broken, or I would have went down that, I would have made that 30-minute drive to cuss out some post office workers. And my father-in-law is a postmaster, so I know all about how rough it can be to be a post office worker, but you know, don't break my stuff. So I wanted to I love Birchbox. This is kind of a lackluster month for me because the one makeup product they sent me is something that I got in a previous Ipsy bag. And you know, Birchbox does not know what I get from other boxes, so I can't be mad at them for it, and it's a good product. But you know, that kind of took the wind out of my sails for my Birchbox this month. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about that first. And it's also, you know, the highest valued thing in my box. It is the Monaco Lip Enhancer Illusion Lip Liner. And if you guys follow my videos, you'll know I got a full size of this in my Ipsy. Was it last month? I have it written down. It was December, actually. It was 2 months ago. And this is a nice kind of supposed to match your lip liner rather than, you know, either be clear or go with the lipstick that you're wearing. And it does work really nicely. The thing is, I don't need 2, and this one is a half size to boot. I can pull it out the box and show it to you. And also, this color does not match the color of the lip liner at all. So if you guys get that, beware. But like, this is a little mini size. Now, the full size comes with a sharpener on it. Mine from Ipsy did not come with a sharpener on it, but I looked up the sizes and it's the full size as far as amount of product is concerned. So that was a little weird, but whatever. Now, the rest of my box isn't bad. I'm actually really excited to try a couple of items, but this is the Juara Candle Nut Body Cream, and while I say it does smell really good, this is not going to cover my full body for one application. Now, I do have a lot of body. I am bodyful, if you will, but this would not cover any sort of adult for one full application. This might cover one leg on me, so that was kind of I don't think Birchbox, you know, picks out the sizes of their products either, unless it's one of their in-house brands. I don't know if Giora is or not. Never heard of them outside of Birchbox, but that doesn't mean anything. But, you know, that's annoying when your sample won't even be for one full application. Now this is something that I picked out for myself. Like, you get the one sample choice that you can pick your own thing out of a couple of them for the month. Sorry. And I picked out the Wish Revitalizing Cleansing Oil. Now, I have had a little bit of issue with their shaving products. They do work very nicely, but the smell of them, something about when they hit water, they start smelling rancid, for lack of a better term. So I get, you know, blueberry and rancid, or pomegranate and rancid smelling. So I'm hoping that this is not the case with the cleansing oil. I do have one of their body lotions and that smells fine. So I think it is something mixing with the water about that, and I'm not the only person that has said that. But this is just something to take off your makeup with. I'm probably going to use it tonight after I finish filming. I am filming at 2:22 a.m. right now because I can't sleep. But hopefully this is good. I would like to find a cleansing oil that doesn't leave a film over my eyes with my contact lenses, because apparently they're not supposed to do that. I did not know that, because I've only ever used the Garnier cleansing oil, and I thought it was fine. This company actually left me a message on Instagram saying they really hoped I enjoyed their product. And I always get tickled when, you know, it's never gonna be like, you know, CoverGirl saying that on my account, but I get tickled when the, you know, smaller companies actually, you know, pay attention to their Instagram stuff. Anyways, this is the Hey Honey Take It Off Exfoliating Honey Peel Off Mask. And I know a lot of people have gotten this in either their Birchbox or their Ipsy before. Actually, I think this might be new to Birchbox, but a lot of people have gotten it in their Ipsy before. I'm really excited to try it out. I'm not as fond of peel-off masks as I am of paper mask, or even, you know, the wash-off mask. I really like the paper mask because there's not a lot of mess to clean up, honestly. That's one of the reasons why I really like them. I don't have to go back and rinse my face off again. And I always find peel-off masks really hard to get off. You know, not shocking really. But I'm always happy to try a new mask. My skin can always use some exfoliating, so hopefully that'll be good. And I'm sure I can get, you know, 4 to 5 uses out of this. And lastly, we have the brand that I seem to have almost schizophrenic dealings with. It is the Parlor by Jeff Chastain, which I think is also an in-house Birchbox brand. Detangling Leave-In Conditioner. Now, if you guys have followed my journey with my hair, I do bleach it to be able to put color on it. I need to really go re-dye it again, because not only are my roots showing really bad, but like the color is actually starting to wash out. You can start seeing some of the blonde actually peek through. But one of the things that I always use on my hair when I wash it is a leave-in conditioner. So I'm totally happy and excited to try this. And I've had the 2 products that I've tried. I've actually tried 3 products from them before, but the 2 of them that I've put a lot of effort into, and as far as finishing, are the blowout spray and the texturizing spray, which is almost finished and will likely be in my February empties. The blowout spray, I couldn't tell if it did anything. I admit I use a lot of stuff on my hair when I do, especially when I blow dry it, so that just might be, I can't tell one thing from another at that point. The texturizing spray I absolutely love. I kind of wish I'd used it on my hair before this video because my hair is falling down. But I literally hang my head over, I spray the underside, I flip it back over, I spray the overside, and I kind of, you know, finger comb through it a little bit, and it looks like fresh, awesome hair. I love it. Now, I cannot tell if I just like texturizing spray or if I like that one yet. Because when I finish that, I'm going to use the Not Your Mother's that I just picked up from Target, and then I will know. Because the full size of that is $22. But anyways, getting back into this, so I cannot predict if I'm going to like this or not based on the brand, because, you know, I've had 2 widely varying experiences with the brand so far. I do like the smell of it. It's, I guess, just something that's grown on me because I use the texturizing spray so much, but it is like very hair product smelly. Hopefully that will be good. Anyways, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!